Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, where we bring you a weekly dose of powerlifting news, tips, and training advice with a touch of 80s rock ballads. This podcast is presented by Team Rohr Powerlifting, your source of the most comprehensive coaching and meet day preparation. Here are your hosts, Josh Rohr and Lara Sturm.
All right. Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast. This is episode 56, and I'm one of your hosts, Lara Sturm.
And I'm Josh Rohr. Welcome to the episode. Couple quick updates in the powerlifting world. I guess these aren't real recent. July 30th was posted on the USA Powerlifting Facebook page and Instagram. The IPF has sent USA Powerlifting the IPF doping hearing panel because USA Powerlifting is continuing to drug test at the local level without the IPF's authority. Blah blah blah. Anyway. The other fun curveball to that is the IPF EC decided to appoint one person to the doping hearing panel to hear the cases. So basically, one person gets to make the ruling on that the IPF has appointed. Super awesome and unbiased. The IPF's threatened fine, suspension, removal from all committee assignments, and withdrawal or refusal of entries to nominated USA lifters if USA Powerlifting continues to conduct drug tests that are not authorized. So that's pretty cool. So punishing drug testing, that's always a good plan. Anyway, just throwing that out there because that Absolutely. You can read more on the USA Powerlifting page. Just wanted to mention that. And we do have a big congrats to Sonia McMillan. She placed 10th at the CrossFit Games in the Masters 40 to 44 division. That was a couple weeks ago, but that's a huge freaking deal if anybody doesn't follow CrossFit. So super congrats to her.
Well, and to compete in the games and train for the games while you're lifting heavy and competing at nationals just a few weeks ago, that's a big deal. To be able to do both. That's a well-rounded athlete. Wow.
And selfishly, like she's said, for the last couple of years, like, this is, probably my last year of competitive CrossFit. And then I'll actually start focusing on powerlifting. And I'm like, all right. And then she goes to the games, but you got to be happy for her. But it's like, well, you're not really like, you're still really competitive in CrossFit. So I guess we'll wait.
Right now we'll just wait till she's like 45.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just impressive to me that she can really do both really well.
That's a big deal. That's
a
tough.
big deal.
Yep. All right, our one-hit wonders. We're on to number everybody's number 2 song this week. So Lara, I'll read them and you give us thumbs up or thumbs down, or a 1 thumb up or 1 thumb down, or a sideways, or whatever you feel like is the proper rating for each song. So I'm assuming your number 2 song, you're going to give 2 thumbs up. Kicks, Don't Close Your Eyes. Yes.
2 thumbs up, of course.
2 thumbs up, of course.
And it's a great suicide prevention song, actually. And I'm sorry that my dog is doing this right now. That's what happens with podcasts nowadays. All right. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a great song. So when I saw that on there, I'm like, I don't know that song. And then as soon as I played it, I'm like, right away I knew what it was. I just didn't know the title. So I'm like, yeah, that's a great song. All right, my number 2, Animotion, Obsession.
2 thumbs up, Josh Rohr.
Yes.
I know that's an awesome song. I know you connect with it.
That almost sounds like a pity. 2 thumbs up.
It's a good song.
It's a great song. But
it's a good song.
Yeah. Anyway, so the next two submissions are the same song. Chris Elmore and Gary Jacobs both submitted After the Fire, Der Kommissar.
I am familiar with the song. I like the song. I don't know that I would pick it as we're in week 2.
Number 2. Top.
Yeah. So I would give it it is totally 80s. I don't know that I would make it my number 2.
So you gave it a 1 thumb up and 1 thumb down.
Correct.
So it's a neutral.
Oh, that's right. For a podcast, we need to speak, not just give hand signals.
That is true.
Wow. It's been a rough week.
Should I remind you we're on episode 56, which means this is our 56th time doing this.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
I'll get a hang of it around 100, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Chris Peterson, Men Without Hats, Safety Dance.
2 thumbs up. I love this song. So 80s, so quintessentially 80s, and it's just a fun song.
It's a great song. All right, where are we at? Wade Johnson, and his selection for number 2 is Kim Mitchell, Go for Soda.
I gotta say, I didn't do my homework here. I'm a slacker. I should have listened to the song. I'm not familiar with it, so I'm gonna spin it back to you, Josh.
Okay. I think I'll give it 1 thumb up. I never heard of it before, and I started playing it, and I had never heard it before. But it's a pretty good song, so I'll give it 1 thumb up. Yeah.
1.
Yeah,
okay.
1. All right, next song, Cindi Jaeger, Tony Basil. Hey Mickey.
Tony Basil. I don't remember. She
Tony,
was also known for
it's
choreography.
probably Tony Basil. I'll say it that way. Hey Mickey.
Sure, that works
Sorry,
too.
go
Hey,
ahead. Go ahead with your analysis.
Quintessentially 80s song. Wouldn't make my top 5 list. So 1 thumb up, 1 thumbs down. It's kind of a safe choice to me.
But
she was also very talented in choreography.
All right, so I'm gonna interject here. So it has to be. We can't do the thumb up, thumb down anymore. That's just taking the passive, no opinion side. So we got to either give it 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up, 1 thumb down, or 2 thumbs down. You got to make a judgment call here.
So you're changing the rules now too.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure you've done this too. All right, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up then, because it's quintessentially 80s.
All right. Ben Green, Martika, Toy Soldiers.
Love this song. 2 thumbs up.
Yes, agreed. Eric Corderio, Dexy's Midnight Runners, Come On Eileen.
I'm gonna have to give that one a thumbs down. It is a quintessentially 80s song. It is definitely an amazing one-hit wonder because it was a big hit. But would I ever listen to that song if it came on the radio? I gotta say no, I wouldn't. They overplayed it in the 80s and it just wasn't that great of a song.
Wow.
The video just left me scarred with men in overalls.
Wow, that's I'd say that's our first big curveball of the night. I wasn't expecting that one. Okay, so a thumb down from Laura on Come On Eileen. Jim Battenfield, Soft Cell, Tainted Love.
I like this song a lot. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It is a little bit of a safe choice, but man, when I think of one hit wonder in the 80s, that's exactly the song I think of.
Yeah. Elmore had it at number 3 last week, so it's made a few people's lists so far. Stacie Metcalfe, Red Rider, Lunatic, Fringe.
Gonna have to give that a one hit wonder, a thumbs up for me, because anytime that song comes up, I just love that song.
So you're only giving it 1 thumb up?
No, I guess I'd give it 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say. we're about to be done with this episode if you're giving it only 1 thumb up. So
we're done with this whole podcast. I'm burning this down.
Burn it down. Yeah, Elmore had it at number 5. I had it at number 3. I actually considered putting it even higher than number 3, but I just couldn't pass up the songs I have at number 2 and number 1. Anyway, so Red Rider, Lunatic, Fringe. After some interjection, Laura gives it 2 thumbs up. Got it. Amy Pancake also has Animotion Obsession, so I think you gave that 2 thumbs up.
I gave it 2 thumbs up before. Do it again, and I have to wonder, is she really on the same wavelength as Josh Rohr? That's a little scary.
Well, it's funny. Our top 5 80s albums list, Amy and I had a pretty similar list. If you go back and look at it,
that's true. She did.
And our one hit wonders list it varies a little bit, but we also have a few similarities there too. So I think we have a pretty similar taste in music, for better, for worse.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So I believe this week you get to choose whether this should be the song of the week for you is a driving or a lifting song. And what song would it be?
Is it my turn? It is my turn. Crap. I'm not prepared.
I really have no idea.
Yeah, I think it is my turn because you went first and this is, yeah, it's my turn.
I think I chose your song last week.
No, you didn't. You chose Stacie's. No, you chose, I don't know. I got to go back and listen because I didn't write it down.
Don't remember. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. I will pick, let's see. I'm just going to look at this real quick. So far you have all of the driving songs and I have all of the lifting songs. So I'm going to go driving song just to make you pick a lifting song this week. And I'm going to pick, oh man, this is tough. So it's going to be, for me, for driving, it's going to be between Safety Dance and Der Kommissar. I think I'm going to go After the Fire, Der Kommissar. Chris Elmore and Gary Jacobs song.
So now I have to choose a lifting song. Can I choose my own song?
Nope.
What of these songs would I lift to? I would lift to Obsession, Animotion.
Yes. Yes.
Because that's the only choice,
Yes.
really. Because Toy Soldiers, I love that song, but I think it would make me cry. And that doesn't help me lift. And Obsession would get me grooving.
Yeah. Obsession's a great song. It's on my, I mean, if
It's on your list.
It's on my list. It's on every list I have.
Every list. There you go.
So this
awesome.
week has been like this week has been my dream draft picks because that would also be my pick for lifting. So like I feel like I got 2 picks out of that because you picked the same song I would have.
There you go. You're welcome.
Excellent.
Boom. All right, we're going to move right into the powerlifting situation. You have been trying to get your friend to do a powerlifting meet for years. Recently, they agreed to do a meet if you record yourself singing Britney Spears' Baby One More Time and post it publicly on Facebook for 1 week. Do you do it? Wow. You really want your friend to do a powerlifting meet that bad, Josh Rohr? Do you?
Oh, baby. Yes.
I feel like you asked this question so that you would get challenged just so you would do this.
Yeah. This is yeah, absolutely. I would pretty much do anything. I can't say anything, but I would do a lot to get somebody to do a powerlifting meet. And singing a song and posting it on Facebook, I can't sing and I can't dance, but I put a lot of effort into both and I would do it hands down. No question. I wouldn't even hesitate. They'd be doing it to me.
If you have a friend that's on the fringe, wants to do a powerlifting meet, but just isn't quite sure, and this would put them over the edge, please reach out to us. I want to see Josh Rohr sing Britney Spears' Baby One More Time.
Yeah, but
on Facebook.
Here's the thing, though. It's got to be somebody. This has to be the actual reason they do it, though. It can't just be somebody that's gonna do a meet and you're like, hey, let's just get this schmuck to do this, to sing this song anyway.
I'm winking. Anyone who's listening to the podcast, I'm winking to say that it's the reason. So.
Yeah.
I'd
do it anyway. Still, I'd do it anyway.
Yes. This is Josh Rohr, who's done burpees for pretty much, that was a charity event. Yeah. $1 for every burpee that Josh did. I think he raised like $150 that way. So
I don't even remember. I blocked it out of my mind. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was traumatic. But Josh Rohr will run a 5K or do burpees for money too. So just keep that in mind. All right. So
moving on.
Moving on to the new lifter tip. When buying squat shoes, make sure they fit snug because you don't want your feet moving around when you're squatting. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, obviously you wrote it.
So this was interesting looking at some of the comments that were posted on the Instagram post of this. A lot of people disagreed with the reason being like sometimes your feet swell when you get hot. Having room in the toe box to spread your toes out and things like that. So I don't disagree with those things, but I guess I've just seen the whole point of this was I've seen a lot of people, like with even running shoes or whatever, they get them like a half size big or whatever, so they can just slip them on without having to like tie them every time. And I've seen people do that with squat shoes, and then they're squatting and their foot can slide forward to backward. So that's more, I guess, the intent of what I meant by keeping them snug. You want to have your toes room to be able to spread out and have a good base, but like you don't want your foot moving around in the shoe, because any moving around is instability, and you don't want that when you got hundreds of pounds on your back. So
yes, absolutely. You especially don't want your heel lifting up.
Right.
And they don't need to be comfortable. Like you're not going to stay in them for, walking through town. Right. I mean, they shouldn't be comfortable like that.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. And you're not going to run a 5K in them. So it's not like you have to worry about, getting blisters and things like that. You want the thing snug.
Right. And I would also say, don't skimp on squat shoes. If you're going to get some weightlifting shoes, get a good pair of weightlifting shoes. You're not going to really wear them out. You're going to, what's it? The Texas saying, cry once at the cash register, and then you're happy. If they're an expensive pair, they're an expensive pair. You make the investment, you have them for years and years and years. You're not going to wear them out really. You want them to fit snug. They don't need to be like, hey, I'm going to hang out in these all day.
Yeah.
And they're so important, especially if you have a little bit of ankle immobility. And most of us do, really. Squat shoes can really help you out with that. It seems like they should tip you forward, but they actually help you sit back.
Yep.
I highly recommend squat shoes.
Same.
There's my plug.
Yep. So buy squat shoes, weightlifting shoes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I love my Romaleos.
I wear the BAFs from Quest. They were $85. They were cheap. I've had them I was expecting them to last like a year or two, just because they were so inexpensive, but I've had them probably going on 10 years now.
Right. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with the Romaleos, I had to return the first pair I had because they were a little loose, and then I ended up having to go down a size to make sure that they were snug enough.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of interested in when people talked about spreading their toes. I actually don't spread my toes. I kind of grip with my toes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do too. But I've seen a lot of people, and I'm not an expert on toe spreading, but I've seen a lot of people posting about, different articles that say spreading your toe in the toe box and gripping, but also like spreading to create a wide base. I don't have much practice with that, so I can't really speak to it, but I just know I don't want my foot moving around in that shoe. That's the simple version of it. So
yeah, and your whole base of power is your connection with the floor.
Yep.
So big deal.
It's true.
It's a big deal.
Big deal.
All right. Well, I think that's about all we've got this week.
That sums it up. Yeah.
Any more meets on the schedule?
I don't think so. So we got the end of August, I think it's the 28th, up in Ringgold, Georgia. Then the Duluth one on October 2nd, November 6th down south, and then Savannah, December. So same meets so far. There is talk unofficially. I've heard rumblings that the state meet's going to be mid-February, but nothing's official yet. So
there you go.
We'll keep our eyes open on that.
All right. Well, keep lifting.
Keep lifting. Be strong. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at PL Ballads Podcast and shoot us a DM there or email at plballadspodcast@gmail.com if you have any topics, questions, concerns you want us to discuss. Until next week, later.
Bye now.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, please remember to subscribe and share it with your friends.